Right now, there's probably a door in your AWS account standing wide open to the entire internet, and you have no idea where it is. Everyone says, never give an AI access to your cloud. So I did the exact opposite. I gave it 90 seconds to look. And what it found? An open port I'd missed for a year, plus $400 a month I was quietly burning, is the reason I'm never auditing AWS by hand again. The wild part isn't that it worked, it's that I did it safely, with one trick that makes it impossible for the AI to break anything. Let me show you. And I get why that rule exists. Look at how every engineer manages AWS today. You log into the console, you click through 12 different dashboards, Cost Explorer in one tab, EC2 in another, security group somewhere you forgot. You squint at a bill with 200 line items and try to remember what half of them are for. So the idea of handing all of that to a chatbot feels insane. But on normal wind and in news. So we keep the AI in its little box, copy-pasting outputs into a chat window. That's the norm. And that's the mistake. Because here's what nobody tells you about that manual process. It doesn't scale and it doesn't happen. You mean to audit your AWS account. You never do. So the waste just sits there. A stopped instance you forgot to delete, still paying for its disk. An unattached volume from a project that died last spring. An Elastic IP doing nothing. Quietly built every hour. And this isn't just you. Industry surveys put wasted cloud spend around 30%. 30 cents of every dollar. Companies are lighting billions on fire. Not because they're dumb, but because nobody has time to look. This gets worse. The stuff you can't see isn't just costing money. Some of it is a security hole. A database port open to the entire internet. You'd never know until it's a breach. So the real problem is this. The audit that would save you needs to happen constantly. And humans don't do constant. And AI could. It's tireless, it's fast, it never forgets to check. But you can't safely give it the keys. Or can you? Because there's a way to hand it access where it is physically incapable of breaking anything. That's the whole trick. Let me show you. The answer is an MCP server. If you saw part 1, you know the idea. MCP is how you hand an AI a set of tools it's allowed to use. Last time, those tools inspected one machine. This time, they reach into AWS. And safety comes from 2 locks, not one. Lock number 1, read-only code. Every tool I write only calls AWS actions that read. Describe, list, get. There is no delete, no terminate, no modify anywhere in this file. I write a function called find idle resources, and it asks AWS 3 questions. Any stopped instances? Any unattached volumes? Any idle IPs? That's it. It can find the waste, it cannot create it, and it cannot delete your stuff. And remember from last time, this docstring is what Claude reads to know when to use the tool. Find resources you're probably still paying for. Clear instructions in, smart behavior out. Now the interesting part, the second lock. Read-only code is good, but code can have bugs. So we don't trust the code, we put a wall around it. I create a brand new AWS user, a dedicated one just for this. And I attach a policy that allows exactly 6 read-only actions, nothing else. Describe instances, describe volumes, get cost data. That's the whole list. Here's why this matters. Even if my code had a bug, even if someone tricked the AI into trying to delete something, AWS itself would reject it. The permission doesn't exist. The AI is looking through a window it can't open. 2 locks. The code only reads and the keys only allow reading. The rest of the tools follow the same shape. List EC2 instances. What's running? Get monthly cost. Pull Cost Explorer, break the bill down by service, sorted, biggest first. And scan security groups. This one's my favorite. It looks for any rule open to 0000/0. That's internet speak for the entire planet can reach this. On a database port, that's a 5-alarm fire. 5 tools, 1 file. Every single one read-only. We'll come back to that security scanner in a second, because when I ran it on my own account, it found something I really wish it hadn't. Now let's connect it. One command, same as part 1. I add the server to Claude Code and I point it at our file. I start Claude Code and I ask it the real question. Audit my AWS account, find what I'm wasting money on, and tell me if anything is exposed to the internet. Watch it work. It lists my instances, it pulls my cost breakdown, it hunts for idle resources, and there's the waste. The stopped instance, the orphan volumes, the idle IP. It adds it up. And then, the security scan. There it is, a security group, port open to the entire internet. The thing I'd have never found clicking through the console at midnight. Here's the transformation. Before, a painful manual audit I kept putting off on a bill I didn't understand. After, I ask one question in plain English and a tireless assistant reads my entire account in under 2 minutes. And it can't break a thing. That's the shift. The AI stopped being a chatbot that talks about AWS. It became an engineer that actually looks. All the code, the server, and that read-only IAM policy is on GitHub. Links in the description. Clone it, point it at a read-only profile, and audit your own account tonight. I'd bet money you find waste. I usually do. Tell me in the comments, what's the first thing you'd ask an AI to check in your cloud? Cost? Security? Drop a number if it finds you savings. I want to see how much is hiding out there. This was part 2 of the series. We've given Claude one machine and now a whole AWS account. Next, we go where every DevOps engineer lives, Kubernetes. I let Claude troubleshoot a broken cluster, live. If this changed how you think about AI and your infrastructure, subscribe. One tool at a time, we're building something real. I'll see you in the next one.